Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Shut up! 98. 180. 98. Shut up! 180. What shot? 98. Watch 98.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Don't worry. 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed. His elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Shut up! 180. 180. Shut up! Shut up! 180. Some penetration. Shut up!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Jackson. Caught right side at Snead. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. On first down, counter plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space.
Go, go, go. Hey, run it. Run. Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
On the set.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. It's our time. It's our time.
Blue striker.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch. take the hit and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Check, 48's the mic.
They'll try and throw for it here. Now this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Jackson eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Tuitt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34. On 1st and 10 is Connor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ready. Yellow, 43. 22 needle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
All day.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
From the gun, Jackson. Steps away. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, baby, that's
And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Connor, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 27 yards there, a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. You can't block me.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Owen, ready? 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
To throw again on second down. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
180. 98. Watch 98. Shut up. Hey. Shut up.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go screen. This is Ingram. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Watch the pass.
Slice. 97. Striker.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Going deep for Diggs. It got his man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They give him a gain of 38. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Check 48's the mic. Check.
Spike 60.
The mic.
You ain't ready. Go.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
58, boys. 58. 58's the mic. Too little, cupcake.
They're going to try and throw. Ebron's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Let's go now.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
58, right over there. Right there. Let's go.
On the move to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Going 58's the mic. All day, punt.
6. Mega.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll run for it with Samuels. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
52.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Check 26. Check 26.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Danny. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hitting Juju on the slant. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Down. 10 black.
58's the mic.
22 needle.
Me and your nightmares, son. Me and your nightmares.
Sliding out of the pocket. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop. And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the
Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run, it's Mark Ingram. They find some open field here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Vince Williams. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped the yard or two short, and it's fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
They're running. Ingram. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Mark Ingram unable to get past the marker. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
180.
Ingram again, a first down carry. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Going right side here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Shot! 180! 180! Shot! 180! Watch the screen shot! 198!
Jackson to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Shot! 180! 180!
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's what I'm talking about.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.